Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, our players are...
Hi, I'm Higgimus, Corporal First Class, and I play Giff Fighter.
Hi, I'm Davey Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon, who's a human fighter from a small farming asteroid near Brow.
Oh, is it me?
Yep.
I'm James. I play Ockar, human paladin from Brawl.
You sound unsure about that.
I'm still getting used to being the third one to go.
Yeah, a bit Lafdul, like Lafdul in his titles.
Yes, Levalithana. Elven wild mage.
Sure you're an elf?
She doesn't know. Don't ask her stuff like that at this time of the day. Ah, come on, how dare you?
Yeah, I know, Lafdul's the same. Yeah, hi, I'm Zachar. I play Lafdul Meanglade, the mischiefmaker thief, and the current holder of the Black Skull helmet thingy that he's totally not wearing.
It's not
at
a
some
helmet.
point. Well, he's going to wear it like a helmet.
You can try, but it wouldn't fit on your head.
Oh, you don't know what I've got in plan. You might enjoy it, though.
Okay.
Does
we are
anyone
missing
know
a
what you
player today. I have sent him a message, and hopefully he will show up, but we shall continue on without. Anyway, we ended off...
Can we eat his cat?
What?
Oh,
Don't you
even
dare.
Lafdul would think that's crossing the line.
More than... Just because somebody isn't here, you can't destroy his things. Or take away the
Yeah, I
pets.
know. What you mean? I can't rob him? Oh. Well, I suppose Yeldan's like the only one that knows realm space. So you'd feel a bit lonely, I suppose, because he's got no one to talk about home.
Could we try and charm the cat away from him?
That's up to you.
That's something Lafdul would do. I don't know.
So, last session, you arrived at an elven port called Elverlast. It's a fairly large elven city. Has pretty much everything that you would want, so if there's any normal purchases that you want, you're welcome to go ahead and do those. In addition, Lafdul and Elevy, you will need to use your use the formula for spell components.
Oh yeah.
And if there's any specific spell components that you want to purchase, you can do so as well.
What's the price here?
Yes.
Standard pricing, player's handbook.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Do they sell
That's nice.
catnip?
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, they probably would do.
And how much would that cost?
How much do you want? How's that?
Not very much. Catnip
we've
can
got-
last a long time.
Yeah, but you also be having a cat just sitting outside your room, clawing at it constantly. You
Oh,
have scratch marks all over the door.
Nah.
my cat tried to escape earlier today, but that's a story for later.
Don't all cats do that?
No,
It's
not
one
all.
thing when it's one thing when they try to run out through a back door. It's another thing when they try to rip through a screen door.
Ooh.
So yes, I suppose if you want catnip, you can get some. A pouch would probably go for a silver piece.
Yeah, I'll get a pouch.
Okay.
Oh, there's one benefit to being a 5th level priest. It's slightly cheaper for my spell components.
There's one benefit to being a paladin. I don't have to buy spell components yet.
Yet being the
yeah,
emphasis there.
I don't even know how many well, actually, no, you could get up to 4th level spells, but
Yep.
you use spheres.
And I mean, he'll need holy symbols too. So.
Oh yeah, I need to buy a holy symbol.
Well, you actually probably have one already because that's what you need to use to turn undead.
Turn undead.
Oh right.
If you don't have, I mean, you would have started with one even at first level.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if you
I
haven't
have
written
one.
one down, it's okay. You don't need to spend anything because you would have had one.
Okay.
All right. So,
I had my holy symbol inscribed on my armor now.
after
Oh,
docking
holy.
a lieutenant in the Imperial Navy
Oh.
arrives at the ship. Yep.
Can I cast No customs on him. I'll try and do it surreptitiously somewhere, but yeah.
I mean, you can cast no customs on, like, the people on the docks.
No, but he's an officer. He probably knows. It's a shame I missed out on the dockmaster. He would have known about if there were any thieves to use in this city. A good way of knowing if there's any thieves. I'm going to cast it on him. He might have an idea of how thieves are dealt with, if he knows of them.
Okay, the customs are pretty standard for elven cities, so there's actually very little difference between here and
Nothing
Everton.
stands out then.
All right. I'll have everything prepared to see him on board then.
Okay. He introduces himself as Lieutenant Mafallen, and he asks if there's a place that he can talk to the officers of the vessel.
Yeah, we can head to our... Oh, where is it?
Don't we have like a meeting room of some sort?
Yeah, we do.
Where we
I'm just trying
normally
to find
have,
where it
it's like
is.
the officers' mess. It's on like on the top deck.
Oh, there we go. Reception officers mess, number 1 on the quarter deck.
Okay.
Imagine it's set up like a boardroom almost.
Okay, you take him down below decks and sit down at the table, and after introductions and such like that, he requests a brief rundown on what you discovered, what you know of the theft of the vessel, and everything like that. Basically, just trying to get a debriefing.
All right, I'll explain. How we came across their ship, what we found aboard of their ship. This is when we first met the.
How we did it.
Yeah, how we did it, and then not how we tracked, but that we tracked down their ship. The what was that thing called? The Radiant.
Yeah, the Radiant ship.
Radiant
Yeah,
ship.
how we tracked down the Radiant ship, and then when we came in contact with it, what we encountered, the Giff pirates, how they kind of phased in with the flitter, how they did their attacks and that sort of thing. That they were going to use wrecked ships as like fire ships almost to ram our ship. What we found aboard, spellcasters and that sort of thing. We found prisoners, saved probably a bunch of them from being eaten. What we know about the Giff themselves, and that apparently there's another type of Giff that hunt these type of Giff and mind flayers. Illithids. I don't know which word I would use.
Either or, really.
Okay.
Both are pretty common.
Yep.
Okay,
and that we presume that we've gotten all the pirates in this sector.
All right, he nods along to that and thanks you. Asks if anyone else has anything further to add.
I do have one more thing though. Okay. That they seem to be hunting elven ships in particular.
Oh, it allows them to
phase?
None of us know what phasing is, do we?
Braxon pipes in and says, our friend Lafdul here interrogated some of their dead.
Yeah,
got useful information.
Yeah, that's pretty much what Higgimus was going off of when he mentioned the Illithids and all that.
There's something special about the construction of your ships. Now, I do ship's carpentry, but I'm not quite sure what it is. But there's something special about the construction of your ships that allows them to take the entire ship onto the astral plane. So it would appear they specifically want to capture your ships.
At this, he says to you, "Yes, we were aware that they take great interest in our vessels. I was not aware of this particular reasoning. I will certainly be passing this on to Lionheart. I do thank you I will be sending a full report on the assistance that you have given us to the headquarters, and very much appreciate your assistance in this matter.
You're welcome.
Is there anything further? Anything that anyone else noticed that they wish to share? That I should add to my report?
We think we might have got all of them here in this group, but there might be groups elsewhere.
Oh, when I asked them, they said they weren't aware of any of this, but
yes, they tend
that
to
was
be.
According to...
They tend to be operate in small groups and act as loners. It's unusual for them to have more than what amounts to the full crew of a vessel in any one place at a time. They're not exactly an organized race like elves or dwarves even.
Yeah, they said they were. Well, that one that was apart from them seemed like stating that they were traitors or rebels, so they might be using like guerrilla piracy of some kind.
Yeah, he said that they have a queen, and that they were disobeying the queen or something like that.
Well, this is all valuable information. I do appreciate it. I will be including it all in my report, and I thank you very much for your assistance once again.
We did get asked earlier not to discuss this, but I'm wondering if it would be okay for us to pass this on to any Imperial Elven ships we encounter.
Oh, indeed. The nature of the Giff pirates' desire for our vessels would be valuable. We've known about it for quite some time, obviously, since they do oftentimes make a point of attacking and using our vessels, but the exact reasoning behind it has not been known. So I do appreciate that, and if you do encounter vessels, you are welcome to share such information with them.
Thank you. I'm wondering if you have any elven shipwrights here that might have any ideas on it.
I mean, we do not grow any vessels here in this city, but certainly there are those who do the repairs. Whether they would have an idea or not, I do not know, and that is, to be honest, an issue for my superiors, not for me.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. If no one else has anything further, he will take his leave.
I do not.
No.
Okay. As he's leaving, he says, in return for your assistance, we will offer you a normal resupply. I understand it's really just been a few days since you left Radol in essence, but we'd be more than happy to take care of the food and water that you've used on the rescue mission.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We did take a little bit of damage. I'll have to discuss with our captain whether he wants to deal with it here or as we go along.
Yes, that is a little bit outside of the bounds that I'm able to assist you with. Certainly you may take advantage of our repair facilities, our shipwrights and construction crews. Should you desire, normal prices, of course, will be applied. That is outside of my purview as a member of the Imperial Navy, however.
Oh, yes, of course. Of course. Thank you for offering your facilities. I understand that not everyone would have access to them.
Oh, he gives you a salute and strides off.
All right. I salute back and allow him to leave the ship, I guess.
Okay.
When he's gone, Braxon turns to the others and says, "Grown." He said they grow their ships.
That's weird.
That's known.
That's known. Okay.
Yeah, that's known.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
know that from
the
since
elf.
Jewel was with us.
It's
Yeah.
common knowledge.
Mm.
Okay.
That elven vessels are living vessels is common knowledge. I mean, because you have to trim the wings.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we don't have to deal with that.
Well, you do have a flitter now.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, we
we're
do.
gonna sell that.
Maybe.
Are we?
I thought we were.
I don't think it's been discussed. We'll put it that way.
Okay.
We might do. We might not do. Depends how many of us we can get on it. It is a rather small ship.
Can those things land on ground?
Yep.
I believe so. Let me double check.
That's nice.
Yeah, flitters quite often get used as ferry ships, but they've got 1 or 2 seats on them.
I mean,
We'd
you
all
can.
be crammed up.
I mean, you could cram a ton of people on board, really.
So many people.
I mean, in essence, like, I mean, it's like a longboat in size.
Right, okay.
So, I mean, it's you know, you see a lifeboat from like the Titanic or something like that. That's kind of the size,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So you can cram a lot of people on board if they're just.
I thought they were listed as crew of 2, but I guess they're
crew is
cramming on
listed
board
as
aboard.
1, but that's because it's a
Yeah.
1-ton vessel and that's all the air can hold.
Yeah. I suppose if we landed, it doesn't matter if all of us are on there and we're going to use all the air up.
Yeah, and I mean it's if you're not going very far, it doesn't really matter. You'd have to cram aboard a lot of people, more than it could physically carry. And yes, it can land on water and land. So as long as you're not attacking anything, then it's not unreasonable to use as that. Okay, so as I said, the town has normal items and normal prices, so if anyone wants to purchase any personal supplies, spell components, things like that, you're welcome to do so. Is there anything that anyone wants to do in particular?
I would ask.
Go on.
I would ask that if the spellcasters can please prepare to check the items that we got for anything magical, and Lafdul can be able to tell us if there's any particular value to any of the stuff we got. It would be nice.
Sure.
Do you want to like sell off the anything that's non-magical gems and jewelry wise kind of thing? Is that your plan here, or do you want to hold on to it? Do you think you want to hold on to it?
I think we should set off, unless that's what I believe.
Don't we need those to power the tracer?
The non-magical
Oh,
one?
yeah.
The non-magical jewels.
Only if only the oh, help me out here.
Huh?
Only the if we want to try to track something. I think
Yeah,
it's
good
still
to have
showing
a
us the
handful.
direction to that spear that we're looking for.
But
Okay.
we probably should keep. Should keep some for tracking.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
Can we use any gems? Sorry.
Maybe keep like 3 non-magical gems for tracing purposes.
You didn't get a whole lot of gems.
It's
Can-
mostly like
Okay.
jewelry and that sort that we have.
Oh, jewelry. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Unless there's something particularly that anyone would like. I know Lafdul and Lever have disguised themselves in the past. When we were solving the problem with the creature in the Shell Barrow.
Yeah, but
Um,
not actually with jewels.
No, I was just wondering if anything.
Lafdul can use jewels if you want.
I was just
I assume
wondering
you
if
like bling.
I was just wondering if anything would help you look the part.
Only if I would usually have to acquire something rather than manufacture it.
Right, but there were
Something
like
appropriate.
bracelets and and things like that from these.
Yeah.
That you got off these guys. So if there's anything that you
So-
think might work for a disguise, if you have that in mind or something like that, or you want to keep it around just because it might be useful, he's saying that you're welcome to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You might want to throw a few things into a box, give yourself some options. I mean, you might want to disguise us at some point.
I can imagine. Braxon with lots of jewels, with lots of bracelets, and rent him.
He likes to keep tack, doesn't he? So he's going to upgrade his tack to the next tier.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Well, if that's the case, if you want to keep some of that stuff, I don't know. Probably take it out of your share.
Well, I wouldn't say to definitely keep it. I was just saying it might help with that sort of thing. So I'm not against selling it. I just wanted to bring that up first.
Do you want to do the item identification here in port, or do you want to do that on the trip? Because you're going to have a trip through the Phlogiston coming up, so, you know, there's downtime that you'd have. But you could also do it here if you want to...
Better here, because with Leva you don't know how many identifiers she can cast. How long an identifier lasts. And it's not for certain that the identifier is actually what happens after when she casts it. So the pearls are expensive enough that it might be better to do it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the other thing to bear in mind is we've got 3 hull points to fix on the hilt, and
be here for 3 weeks.
We've
got
repairs in port only take a day per hull point, but they're also extremely expensive.
Yeah, and we've got 13 hull points to fix on the blade, and it will be more money to fix them here, but it will be faster. So I don't mind doing the repairs as we go, but it does mean that if we get into trouble again, we won't have those hull points back yet.
Well, the blade is still is still in good shape. I mean, like, yeah, it's taken some damage, but it hasn't even taken a third of its damage yet. So
no,
I think yes, it's a lot of work for you, Braxon, but I think we should just man the repairs while we're on our return voyage home.
How many how many hull points worth of wood do you have right now?
Right now,
because you'll probably want to purchase some more if you.
Yeah, we definitely will need to purchase. That's what I was getting ready to say, though.
Okay.
And access for extra repairs. You probably want like
we have 10 hull points worth of wood.
Okay, so how much more do you want to purchase?
What's their total damage?
It's 16 hull points.
Is it? Oh.
I want to buy 16 hull points worth of wood.
Is that for both vessels, the 16?
Yeah, that's for both.
All right, so
the reason. Sorry, the reason I brought it up is because if we were going to fix that here, then we could check out the items here and sell them here. Whereas if we're not going to fix them here, if we're going to go, then identifying the items here would hold us up.
If we were really damaged,
you could say that you spend 3 days here, get 3 hull points worth fixed here in those 3 days. It's expensive, but then fix the rest after that as an option. It's up to you guys.
That's true.
That's the option I was kind of going to lean to or suggest if no one mentioned it.
Well, how much is it to fix a hull point, Old?
Here, 2,000 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Yeah, so once again, I mean, if we need it in a hurry, yes. But I see no reason to hurry, and I think our ships are still in good enough shape that they're not in critical need of the repairs.
Okay.
With a price like that, I agree.
I got a question, Ord.
Yep.
If Braxon hired another carpenter, would we fix things faster?
No.
Okay.
It's 1 week per hull point in while you're underway. Period. Because it's not a carpenter issue; it's a manpower issue. You have too many people who need to work the vessel.
Right. Got
you. Because when you're in port, they probably have 60 or 100 people working on it in that time period, kind of thing.
No, I was only checking because I was wondering whether it would be worth fiddling with our crew to do that sort of thing.
You're not going to be able to hire crew here, but there are other ports on the planet. You could just stop in and say, hey, we need more people.
I have a question too.
Yes?
Oh.
Do we still have can we buy any of that ointment?
Kyoton's
And how much
ointment?
would it cost? Yes.
Okay, so you want to go visit a magic shop, like when you go to purchase your spell components and see what they have available?
Oh,
Yes.
I will go with her when I'm doing this. I'm doing spell components.
Yeah.
Because we are out. Levi is out, and she'd like to have some more for emergency.
Now,
That's
while
pretty
we are
rare.
here, while we are here, I would like to at least. Yes, you don't want to do the identifying here, but at least go over all the items that we received and see if they're magical or not.
Whom are you talking to? Levi does want to do the
Levi.
identification here.
I do have 8 pearls, so I'm not worried about being able to do the identification while we're traveling.
Okay.
Uh,
In that case, Levi is easy. She
I'd like to go and check out some armor and weapon shops to see what they have. Just
Yeah.
kind of looking into saying what kind of if they have any interesting magic weapons or armors.
It has been a while since we've been on a planet.
Crew would be happy to actually get off the ship.
Mm-hmm. They were stuck on the ship for weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to assume that you've got you're going to be here at least a day. And the Imperial Navy has covered all the normal docking fees and everything like that, so you don't have to worry about that.
That's nice.
All right, so first let's handle Leva and Lafdul visiting the shops that sell spell components and things like that.
Oh.
So again, if there's anything that you need, like manufactured items, you can just deduct the cost and note down how many you have. But they're basically fully available here.
I'm going to get a couple more holy waters, actually. I have like 20 gold, if I remember.
25, I believe.
Oh, yeah, 25.
So you visit a few of the magic shops. Most of them only sell spell components and alchemical equipment and stuff like that. Hold on.
Would they also sell potions?
I put the space heater out back.
What?
How are you feeling?
James,
you're not
muted.
Hey, he's trying to heat up wild space. I don't know what he's doing. It won't work.
Oh wait, did I accidentally leave myself unmuted? Damn.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry.
okay.
Braxon to come along if that's places that sells potions.
One of them you do find has a small selection of potions. So you can also convey this to the rest of the party afterwards, and anyone who wants any can go back and get any. Yeldan, since his player isn't here, is going to decide not to purchase any. I'm not going to make that decision for him, and he's not going to have the opportunity to retcon out that he went back and purchased them. So here is what is available. They have a vial with oil of disenchantment for 1,500 gold pieces. A filter of persuasiveness for 850 gold pieces. A potion of extra healing for 1,000 gold pieces.
Ooh.
A potion of ventriloquism for 800 gold pieces. A potion of fire giant strength for 1,700 gold pieces. An elixir of health for 2,000 gold pieces. A potion of invulnerability for 1,500 gold pieces. A potion of vitality for 2,500 gold pieces. And 2 potions of healing for 400 gold pieces each.
Oh, that sounds good, but there's so many there, I'm a bit confused.
Yeah, somebody got listed. I couldn't understand all of them.
All right. Once again, oil of disenchantment, filter of persuasiveness, potion of extra healing, potion of ventriloquism, potion of fire giant strength, elixir of health, potion of invulnerability, potion of vitality, and 2 potions of healing.
I kind of want that potion of fire giant strength.
1,700 gold pieces.
Ah, crap. Yeah, I don't have much gold left. Never mind.
Another reason to go through our items to find out.
That's why Lafdul's not spending any of his money. He needs to buy an idol as well, so he's saving his money.
And they don't have a potion of youth. Damn.
I have like 400 gold at the moment, so I'm waiting until we get our stuff identified and sold. Yeah.
Okay, do you want to start with identifying the... Okay, well, you want to get Detect Magic cast on all the things that you picked up?
Please.
Okay. Alright, so you have a glass vial with a thick red oil.
Oh, crud.
You have
Red
that list of
paste.
items that I gave you, right?
Yeah, I'm just looking for where it is. Yep, thick red oil. Got it.
Yep. That detects as magical. And who's casting the Detect Magic?
Yeah, I think I will be. I assume level as well, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mine is 50%. That was, well, you know, how hers works.
Mine works with wild searches.
Yeah, I wasn't specifying an amount.
Alright. Lafdul, that detects as elemental fire. And Leva is not able to determine anything in particular. Next up, there is a 1.25-foot long shaft of polished cedar wood with a bicolored tourmaline stone at the tip. That detects as magical. And Leva, that detects as invocation, evocation magic. And Lafdul, that detects as chaos and creation.
Wildly different. Well, yeah.
So you returned the thin elven longsword with silver guard shaped like leaves and an emerald pommel, so you don't have that.
Correct.
That was the elves. You returned an elven shield with a unicorn head surrounded by oak leaves, so you don't have that.
What was that shield, out of curiosity?
+2.
Yeah.
Well, I
The
have
sword was a sword of dancing.
Yeah.
What does that do?
It fights on its own.
Yeah.
Oh. That could have been cool, but I already have a pretty cool longsword.
Yeah, but that you just toss it up and it fights. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, what? And you can also draw another sword, can't you?
Maybe. You don't know what it does. Okay, a copper ring with polished malachite stone detects as magic. And that displays alteration magic for Leva and all for Lafdul.
All?
Yeah, the sphere of all.
Yes, sphere of all.
All
I didn't-
and sorry, what was the other part? All. I got
Alteration.
all. Alteration.
I didn't know there was a sphere of all. Does that just cover everything?
No, the sphere of all is basically what the sphere that holds the spells that are necessary for every single priest to do their job,
Intrinsic.
like bless.
Bless, cure light wounds or
No.
something.
No, not cure light wounds.
Not all priests get healing.
So just like
The things
bless,
that would require
prayer.
that would be necessary for you to actually conduct
Making
your
something
job as a priest,
sacred.
sanctifying a location and stuff like that.
So would prayer be an all spell?
Nope, it's combat.
That's combat.
Oh, okay.
You'll get access
That's why
to
I
that.
don't have access. I won't.
All this like generic stuff.
Interesting.
Bless
Next up
combines
are
technical
3 spherical
purified.
glass vials with a honey yellow liquid, and neither of you are able to determine what magic that detects as, although it does detect as magical.
Well, I go up
Well-
priest level soon, so.
We'll have to identify those.
Well, hold on. They're just going through so that you can then sell off the rest. And neither of you are able to determine the type of magic on the gnarled shaft just over a foot long with petrified flower stems with carnelian stone gripped at the end. But it is magical.
I love the description on that. But
What?
A gnarled shaft
pretty cool.
just over a foot long of petrified flower stems with a carnelian stone gripped at the end.
sounds really cool.
Yeah, that does sound like a cool... Is it a wand?
Yep. It's definitely a wand.
That's pretty awesome.
You can tell by the size. Next up, the spear, made of an entirely of one piece of oak. That detects as...
Oh, that's...
Yeah?
That's the one we got from the salamander thingy?
Nope.
Or, sorry, the, No? This
Nope.
is one we got... the pirate...
Yep.
Okay. 1 second. A spear?
Yeah, spear made entirely of one piece of oak.
Ancient spear. Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
So it's got no metal.
Nope. That detects as a necromantic magic for Lafdul. Leva is not able to determine.
Part of me thinks that may actually be a staff.
It's very pointy at the end.
Staffs can be pointy.
And I believe someone got stabbed with it.
Oh, right.
Is staff spear a thing in this?
Yeah, that's a magic item, but whether this is that, you don't know.
Oh.
Next up, a banded suit of armor with the symbol of a falcon holding an oak branch with acorns.
Is that...
Is banded
May not have actually made it onto that list now that I think about it.
Oh, hang on. We had loads of banded armor, but one of them's magical and the rest aren't.
Well,
I have it on here still.
You do have it on there?
Suit of-
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
That does detect as magical.
I need to look up how good banded is.
It's one
Not as
worse
good as-
than regular plate,
Yeah, it's not as good as plate armor. Standard plate
Oh.
armor.
but above chainmail.
That detects as magical. Leva determines enchantment charm, and Lafdul determines protection.
What's it sized for? The humanoids, because of a
Human.
Giff.
Human.
Banded, yeah, okay, so it would have to be heavily enchanted to be any better than what I'm currently wearing.
Once your armor gets damaged, you can't repair it, can you?
He can repair his armor.
I
If
can
it's
repair my
magical,
No.
that's difficult.
No. I mean his armor that he made.
He can repair
His
it.
flawed armor.
He can repair
Oh,
it.
he can.
Depends on if it gets destroyed.
If it
it's
gets
just
destroyed, then I can't, but if it's just damaged, I can easily repair it.
Let me interject real quick. That broad belt decorated with leaves, that's the one we gave back, right?
Correct.
Okay.
What was that?
Found it.
What was that?
You don't know.
Oh.
There's a scroll. Neither of you are able to determine the type of magic.
The steel scroll tube with the scroll.
Yeah.
Is it the contents or the tube?
The tube is not magical. It's the contents.
Steel scroll tube. I suppose we can uncork it and find out what... Oh.
The two throwing daggers are magical. With
Throwing daggers
pommels in the
actually-
shape of a falcon's head. Leva is not able to determine the type of magic. Lafdul determines combat magic.
Could I throw one of them against the wooden side to see if they return?
You
Against one of
certainly
the-
can, but you would also remember that they did not return to the guy who threw them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but that's, it might be because they impaled.
Yeah, if you want to toss it, you're welcome to do so. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, against like a side of like somewhere that's... I just set up like a plank of wood and just throw it against that.
Okay. It does not return.
Yeah. I don't know. Does it seem better? Judging by the fact that it's magic, I'm just guessing. You know.
They're
he's
well
hedging his
balanced.
bets.
They're well
Yeah.
balanced. We'll put it that way.
I know Yeldan's been wanting throwing daggers.
Yeah, well, he's not here right
I know.
There is
but
now. Who's that?
Okay.
There's two of them, so.
Next up, You have a Saber.
Yeah. If I was a normal person and not a monster, I might be interested in the Saber.
Arr.
Neither of
Description.
you are able to determine the type of magic, but it does radiate magic.
Arr!
There is a buckler that is also magical.
This is the small shield decorated with a symbol of
Ibex, yes.
Ibex?
Yeah, it's a buckler.
What is Ibex? Is that like God?
No, Ibex is a
No.
type of antelope.
Ram. Is it? Oh, I thought it was a ram.
Yeah, it's a type of antelope.
Evil ram equipment.
It's a type of antelope, not a ram. It's not a sheep.
Oh.
Leva determines that it radiates abjuration and enchantment charm magic. Lafdul is not able to determine anything.
It's a charming little shield.
Do you have
that's
banded armor
terrible.
listed next?
2 gold armbands, yeah, inlaid with
No,
shell.
Banded armor.
Banded armor.
Okay. Then one of the unadorned suits of banded armor detects as magical. Leva determines abjuration and enchantment charm, and Lafdul determines weather.
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 Okay.
Please give me a second. And weather?
Yep.
Okay.
Next up, there's a footman's pick that detects as magical, but they're not able to determine what type.
Footman's pick, 1 second. Is that an unadorned one?
Yes. It's the only one that you got, so it doesn't matter.
Footman's pick.
No one else had any footman's picks.
Oh, shame no one's got any leather. Do you have any low damaging lightning spells?
Nope.
She done the shocking grasp?
No, I know she's got potential access to lightning bolt. I think I can't remember if you had it. I
Virajo
don't
would
want
be
you
more
ca-
than happy to shoot a lightning bolt at you.
Yeah, I was thinking of the weather sphere, and anything I could think of was like protection from lightning.
Keep that electricity away from me.
What, do you not like lightning bolts?
I think my ring makes me weak against electricity or something.
There is a medium shield with a mace through a crown on the front. It's clearly of dwarven manufacture. Leva determines that radiates enchantment charm magic. Lafdul is not able to determine anything.
Lafdul's not doing very well with his detections.
Yes, because I'm 5th level. Remember when I went down a level?
Yeah, but I thought you did pretty well with your enchantments, your detections even at 5th level.
Yeah, it's 50%.
All about the
Don't
dice rolls.
Don't forget that Leva could be up to 4 levels lower than she actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you don't actually know what I rolled.
Yes, exactly. I'm getting a good guess.
Yeah, so did I. We were PMing each other about it.
What
Did
are
you
you
roll a
thinking?
one?
What are you thinking?
We both thought -4.
-4.
That would actually put you worse than Lafdul.
Yes, it is worse than Lafdul. She's actually recognizing a lot less than Lafdul does.
Would they still be able to tell if it's magical, though?
Yes.
So there's not
Yes.
like things that, oh, this is magical, but you don't get to detect if it's magical or something.
Oh, there are some items that cannot detect, but it's not based on level. The level is purely based on whether they can determine the type of magic.
Okay, cool. That's good.
Like I said, that footman's pick, I said it detects as magic, but they're not able to determine what type.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, now I have a d20 in my hand.
Get to rolling. There's a pouch, and the contents of it radiate as magical. Enchantment Charm and Thought. Enchantment Charm for Leva and Thought for Lafdul.
Ouch.
It has contents. Can we see what's in? I suppose we can do it after.
Do you want to open? Take a look
Yeah,
inside?
let's look at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It appears to have some sort of dust or sand inside.
Oh.
What's my...
Dust or sand.
Probably...
What did it detect as, or did we...
Enchantment Charm for Leva and Thought for Lafdul.
It's usually mind control for me. Or
I don't suppose you
protection.
can do the same thing as you do with the potions and put your finger in and lick a bit.
It'd be-
You might
probably
be able to, but
sprinkling.
you don't know what the stuff does, and
That would use up a use, maybe.
probably would. There's also a scroll. It's magical. Can't determine the type.
We have a lot of stuff to identify.
Mm.
Okay. Next up is a midnight blue robe covered in small white stars. That detects as magical.
Hey, that could be something for Leva to wear.
Oh.
Oh, where is this thing?
Being like the only wizard of the group.
We need
here we
more
go.
wizards. We need another wizard.
We did. He quit the party after killing
Do
half of
robes
that.
work like how they... Are there robes that work like how
Yeah.
they do in Eye of the Beholder, where they can modify your AC?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're robes of protection.
All right, midnight blue
Swans.
robe covered with small stars.
Yeah, Leva is not able to determine the type of magic that it radiates. Lafdul determines astral and sun.
Would I...
That's a weird combo.
No, sun's to do with the stars and moon, etc. Like, yeah, no, it's wow. Don't know if any of us know what it is in game, but
Well, I
Don't
think
say-
we know what a sun is.
Yeah, there's one outside my window right now.
And a plain gold band also detects as magic. That radiates alteration for Leva and combat for Lafdul.
Oh, that sounds good.
it's probably an archery ring.
A band.
Alteration and...
Oh, so a ring.
Sorry,
I
what
thought,
was
Ring.
I thought it was an armband.
Combat.
Okay, that is it that detects as magic. You want to sell off the rest of the
Oh.
stuff?
I was hoping the banded armor would, or the
Braces.
armbands would be brace.
Nope, just plain old jewelry.
Okay. I'm okay with selling this stuff.
I'm fine.
A set of 2 gold armbands.
I'm fine with selling the stuff that's not magical.
Yeah. Okay.
Those
Well,
various armbands, gold seems to dictate, obviously, its status and ranks over silver. So they go in the...
Do we want the
What do you
person
call
with
it? The material value metals? That denotes rank, I assume.
Oh, would we
That's-
get a better price if the person selling the stuff had the higher charisma, or is there like something, or is it just
Well,
like base prices?
Lafdul's
That-
been doing it in general.
I mean,
Lafdul.
no one has really tried to haggle.
I get
Lafdul.
Lafdul does haggle when it's particular items. I don't do it for, like, mass selling.
Could you have Lafdul go through and tell us what these things are worth, or are you going to include that and just sell
I mean,
them off?
do you want me to just sell them off, or do you want to get prices first?
well,
let's
hang
get
on.
Prices.
Lafdul,
Yeah.
do you think you'd ever want to disguise yourself as one of those pirates, the Giff pirates?
Alright, at that request, can I use my hood of disguise to change myself to look like one?
It's a hat, not a hood. And yes, you can.
I do so.
Old?
Hold
Question?
on a second. Hold on a second. Let me check something.
Mhm.
Did I write that? I did not give you a handout for that, did I? Let's see.
No.
All right, let me double check the details. While I'm looking that up, yes, Leva?
Is there anything in what we have here that I can use for a dancing blade?
What do you need for a dancing blade? What's the material component?
any non-magical sword.
There's a crap ton of sabers.
Do they count as swords?
Yeah, they're swords.
Yeah, they're swords. They're a type of sword.
How heavy is that? Is one of those?
Oh, and you can't exactly store it, can you?
Let me. They're like 5 pounds ish.
That's okay.
Does the dancing sword do damage depending on what the sword is, or is it a flat damage?
No, damage depends on me, on Lever.
Oh, so just get short swords then.
Yeah. Does the sword get used up in the spell?
It doesn't seem like it, because there's another thing that's a material component for the spell, a tiny stick puppet.
A stick puppet?
Yep.
Yeah, but if does that have a manufactured cost or?
Yes, it does. But they're pretty cheap. They're that's a very common item that you would get for kids, even poor kids. So they're only 3 coppers each.
Mm-hmm. To answer your question, Lafdul, the sword has the same number of attacks and chance to hit as the protected individual. It inflicts normal damage, not gaining any strength bonuses the designated individual may have. However, I may cast it on someone else the way it looks like, yes.
Oh. So it says that it deals normal damage?
Yes.
That means it deals the normal damage for the weapon.
Oh, so...
So a two-handed sword would do two-handed sword damage, a long sword would do long sword damage, a short sword would do short sword damage, a saber does saber damage.
Katanas are quite light, but they're quite expensive.
So which one is the best of those?
Well, two-handed sword, but it's also very, very heavy.
Rapier, because they're light and they do 1d8.
Well,
they're reasonably light.
If it doesn't destroy the sword, I would suggest you carry a short sword, which you could use in a pinch yourself to defend yourself.
Or dagger.
Yeah, I know, but in a pinch, if someone knocks a staff out of her hand, and that she's got a short sword that's not too heavy, she could use that.
I have no staff. I have no staff. Levi has at most a dagger. This sword would be in, if possible, that's the next question, would be in the bag she has?
No.
So she could
wouldn't work.
No?
Any manufactured weapon would be broken down by that.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So
does it say it has to be a metal sword?
What other kind of sword are you thinking of?
Bone sword.
Obsidian. Stone. Magic stone, I guess.
Hang on, I was halfway through my sentence. What I was going to say is, if Lever had a short sword that she could carry herself, that she could use with the spell, and also defend herself in a pinch, she could also see if any of the warriors would carry a bigger sword, which they could use in a pinch, but they could also throw in the air when she wants to cast a spell.
No, the sword must be in her possession.
Yeah, so if someone has a bigger sword and they give it to you,
and it must be usable by the protected individual.
Right, got you.
Class.
Fair enough.
So I don't think Lever could actually wield a two-handed sword.
So
I think the best you can wield is a dagger.
You can't gain proficiency in any sword, Leva. So you would never be able to use the sword to protect yourself. You could use a dagger to protect yourself. You could use a sword to protect really anyone else in the party at this point.
Not if it must be a non-magical sword. So everybody who uses a magical sword can't be protected like this.
In
any case, the weapon then goes and starts to attack on its own. So the individual would lose the usage of that particular sword.
Yeah, but you're saying it has to be your sword anyway. When I said someone could carry a sword and throw it in the air.
Hold on, let me read the spell.
It seems like something that would be good for a fighter mage.
I'll finish reading the spell here.
It's all about protected individuals.
You cast a spell on someone. It doesn't make sense that it would require you to be able to use the weapon. Because that would very specifically be only a fighter mage spell.
Well.
As I said, that it cannot be sold into possession of another than the individual, than the protected individual. So if I decide to protect, let's say, Braxon, the sword would need to be in his possession, as I understand this sentence.
That's really dumb.
No. All right. So, first of all, it is only swords, so it would not be a dagger. And it must be usable by the protected individual's character class. In this case, everyone other than Leva in this party can use swords.
Mm-hmm.
Any sword.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take into account proficiency.
I don't think I can use two-handeds.
Fair point.
I just imagine
but you can use
Lafdul
long swords,
using
short
a
swords,
two-handed sword
sabers,
to
rapiers,
backstab
stuff
somebody.
like that.
But as I understand,
in addition, hold on. When it says that the sword cannot be in the possession of another, that means that an enemy warrior running towards you, he's got his sword in hand, he's swinging it down. You cannot enchant that. The sword is laying on the ground. Yeah, you can enchant that.
Mm-hmm. That's how I understood it as well.
So yes, someone else could carry the sword, toss it down on the ground, and then you could use a spell on that.
Yes, but there needs to be a sword. So what I actually
I'll carry one.
I would ask the group that whoever wants me to use that spell, at the moment it's a scroll, but I want to learn it. Should sort of carry a second sword around, a non-magical.
I'll carry a sword. That's fine. I'll do it. I have plenty of carrying capacity.
Okay. And since you have a lot of sabers, you can just use the saber.
That's what I'm going to do. I just took it off the list.
Okay.
Done.
Now, you didn't take the magical one off the list, correct?
No, because she said it had to be non-magical.
Right. Okay, just making sure. Okay. Just FYI, the saber does 1d6 plus 1, 1d8 plus 1.
Oh, is it classed as a medium or small weapon?
It's medium.
1d6 plus 1, 1d8 plus 1?
Yep. Weight is 5, speed is 5. So it's a little bit heavier than a longsword.
So Leva could protect you, Higgimus.
You could protect anyone. Anyone else in the party other than you can use a saber.
Yes, but the sword needs to be in the possession of the character to be protected. And cannot be a sword in the possession of another.
I'll just explain what that meant.
Mm-hmm.
That it couldn't be like a sword held by somebody else.
There's nothing about it needing to be in the possession of someone else or owned by someone else. It just means that you cannot use the spell to steal someone else's weapon, essentially. You know, an enemy coming at you with a sword, you cannot enchant their sword to fly out of their grip and then start attacking them.
I wish you could.
That's what that section means.
Yeah. So I suppose if we killed an enemy, Lever could run up and cast a spell on their sword if they've just gone down.
But, you know, she wouldn't have time to cast Detect Magic, so it might fail if the weapon is magical.
Yeah, yeah.
Range is 10 feet. She doesn't need to touch it, but it is only 10 feet, so that's not very long range. So just keep that in mind.
It could still be a very useful spell.
Sure.
All right, I'm holding on to the sword, so we're good.
Okay.
I'll get with you guys after. I'll probably have Leva put it on her character sheet so she knows the damage and everything like that, because it would.
Okay.
I'll need to reread the spell description, but I would say it would probably attack on her turn.
Okay. Yeah, sounds about right.
Because she's the one casting it. Okay, so you guys want to go through the non-magical items and appraise them?
Yeah. If you could, please.
Okay, Lafdul, what is your score?
13, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, the silver necklace with polished deep blue teardrop-shaped stone, that is lapis lazuli, and you would estimate that is worth about 125 gold pieces, so somewhere between, 120, 130, 140, somewhere in there.
Anything over 100 will do.
There's 4 gold earrings that are clearly a set. And you would say that the set would go for about 20 gold pieces altogether.
Okay.
There's a pair of gold rings with flat red stones. You recognize those stones as carnelian, and you would put those going for 30 gold pieces each. Where's my calculator?
Cool.
There's my calculator.
Carnelian.
Okay, so speak up if anyone wants to keep any of these rather than selling them.
Gems.
These are jewels. I mean jewelry.
Is that the normal
Sure.
price for a carnelian? I don't have. Oh no, carnelian 50 gold. Yeah, that seems about.
Well,
slightly
it
under
probably
my
means that
opinion,
these are smaller pieces, kind of thing.
but- Yeah.
So
No, I don't think Braxon's got any.
no, I mean just as I'm reading them off, if anyone says, "Hey, I think that
Yeah.
my character would like that," go ahead and speak up, and then I will not put that on the total. It gets sold.
Yeah, sure, and then we have to buy it.
Okay, the silver ring with a faceted blue stone, that is blue quartz, and you would say that would go for about 30 gold pieces. And there's 2 silver hoop earrings. Lafdul, you look at those and you think that they're actually platinum, and they would go for well over 100 gold pieces for the pair.
I compare them to my ring of regeneration. They look about the same color.
Yeah.
Nice spot.
Can I verify my findings with a metalsmith?
I mean, you could when you go sell it.
No, I mean we've got metalsmiths in the party. They recognize the metal more accurately than me.
Yeah, but precious metals aren't commonly used on weapons and armor.
What do you call it? Inlaying?
Yeah,
Gilding?
even so. I mean, like
Is that a separate profession?
it would probably be like guided or something like that.
Alright, that doesn't matter.
Okay. The elven diadem that you gave that back, so you don't have that.
What's the diadem?
It's
wait, yeah, never mind.
goes around the head. Okay, a bracelet in the shape of a coiled serpent eating its tail. That is made entirely of agate, and that is worth 30 gold pieces.
What color is the agate?
It's just banded brown.
Yeah.
Gold ring with a yellow faceted stone. You recognize that as citron, and that you would say is worth a bit above 50 gold pieces. Three gold hoop earrings. You would say that these would go for 10 gold pieces each.
I don't have citron listed on my sheet.
Might not have found any citron stones.
It's a pretty common stone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty common, but you haven't found any, and you've only been keeping track of stuff you found.
Yeah.
Let's see. A pair of gold armbands with inlaid lapis lazuli and turquoise panels. You would estimate that they would sell for 100 each.
Nice.
A gold ring with a strawberry red faceted stone. You recognize that as a type of tourmaline, and you would put that at 70 gold pieces.
Wait. A gold ring with...
Strawberry red faceted stone.
I've rolled quartz.
It's right after the pair of gold armbands.
I have 2 silver earrings. Okay. Strawberry or gold.
Hold on. So, pair of gold armbands with inlaid lapis lazuli and turquoise panels. You have that?
2 gold armbands with inlaid shell is what I have listed.
Nope, looking at a different thing. Maybe I missed this.
Oh, were those things different than the
yes. I may have missed cutting and pasting this to you.
Oh.
Braxon says to the others about the thing with the snake. Do you think that's something that signifies membership of some sort of organisation?
I'm guessing that's a no from everyone else, since no one's answering.
Unless I could roll something with my
Heraldry.
heraldry.
Yeah, you can try.
Because it
My
might
guess
be.
is not.
If we have something like that, do you think it might help us track down more of these pirates of Giff?
I think we killed them all.
These ones, yeah.
But I don't think others would be connected with these, like, directly.
Right. Okay,
It does
fair enough.
have symbology with their own kind fighting their own kind. That would be the snake eating its tail, so that would be representative of that.
You don't
Might-
recognize
you might be
this as a heraldry of any sort that you're familiar with, Higgimus.
Yeah, I figured not.
Okay,
I mean, the
fair enough.
snake eating its tail is oftentimes a symbol of...
Infinity?
Yeah. Or time, or something like that. But may also be just decoration. So let me go ahead and PM you this real fast. Because I must have missed this when I was copying and pasting the stuff to you.
Okay. That's probably where the footprint pick and the dust came from.
That could be. Well, I didn't give you everything if it was plain.
Oh, okay. I got you.
In part because at that point, like, anything that's unique,
Stands out.
Yeah, it stands out, and you can tell that it's either going to be, or it'll probably be valuable or possibly magical kind of thing. So you'll take a special note of that. But a plain unadorned longsword that happens to be +5 in amongst other plain longswords that happen to be non-magical, you're not going to take notice of that without that extra step of detecting magic.
Okay.
So give me a second. Let me PM you this. Okay, check to see if those are in the list. Maybe I put it in a different order. But next up is the silver bracelet with polished turquoise.
Yeah, none of those were that. 1 second.
Lafdul is unsure of how much that's worth, but he doesn't think it's particularly valuable given that it's turquoise and silver.
Turquoise. I will check the price of turquoise. Pretty sure I've had turquoise.
Keep in mind that the prices for gems, separate gems, are not always going to be related to them in a piece. Because I'm not, like, mentioning size and stuff like that, so...
No, but it'll give.
I apologize. How much was the strawberry gold ring, strawberry faceted stuff,
70.
and the earrings each?
The
bracelet,
I'm
sorry.
just getting to that. Those
The
two
bracelet.
gold hoop earrings. Oh, the bracelet's 100 each. And the 2 gold hoop earrings, Lafdul would estimate they would fetch 30 for the pair. Okay.
Do I have to roll appraisal on common items? Like simple gold and like a simple gold ring?
Well, part of it is that nothing is ever the exact same. Like, I mean, these are each of these items is handcrafted, individually made. So even if it's a plain gold ring, it may have a different gold content. You know,
it's
like
not like they were mass produced in a factory or something.
Right.
Like machines.
And a lot of this does depend on like the quality of the stone, the quality of the gold. Maybe it turns out that it's only gold plated, you know, stuff like that. So yeah.
No, it was very specifically plain, simple stuff.
But yeah, I mean, you do have to roll for each. Now the 2 gold armbands with inlaid shell. Those would go 80 gold pieces for the pair. Two silver earrings. Lafdul is unsure how much they would go for.
Do they look particular?
No, you're just not sure. There's a little bit of oddness to them that's throwing you off. You're not sure. Silver ring with a polished blue stone. That is turquoise. And that would fetch 30 gold pieces. Gold band with a claw signet. That one you think would fetch 25.
Can I check that for heraldry?
Sure.
Yeah, that stands out a bit. Is that an actual signet ring? Would any of us recognize that?
That's what I'm rolling.
Higgimus, you do not recognize the symbol on that.
All right.
Could it be imprinted? Does it have like a sticky out bit where you press it into wax?
Yeah, I mean it's a signet. You do press it into wax. It's you know, round and flat. But the round and flat thing is held in the claw design. The design on it is it's like a dog leaping.
I say hold on to that one. I might be able to trace something back on Brawl. I mentioned.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah. It's because it's only like 25 gold. Just put it, keep it on the party treasure. Just don't sell that.
All right, I don't want to hold on to this forever.
No, it'd be literally when we get back to Brawl.
Why don't you hold on to it then, Lafdul?
All right. A gold band of a claw signet.
Towards the bottom of this grouping.
Yeah. So yeah.
I wrote to hold on to this.
I'll just copy it out.
A gold band with a polished star rose quartz. You are unsure how much that would fetch.
Alright, I've copied it out. You can delete it.
A set of 2 gold armbands. They're plain, but you think they would fetch 40 gold pieces for the pair. And 4 small gold hoop earrings. You're not sure exactly how much they would fetch. You think that there's something else in the metal besides just gold that's throwing off your guess.
What about this diamond?
There's lead in there. There must be.
Diamond the size of a grapefruit, you said?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's a figment of Higgimus's imagination.
Could be. He did get hit hard that last battle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I almost thought you were serious about that.
So you're holding up this diamond the size of a grapefruit to the party, holding it up to Lafdul to ask to appraise it, correct?
Yeah.
All right, Lafdul.
Yeah.
You're really wondering why Higgimus is
I'm
offering
going to
you...
give him
hold
a
on,
value.
hold on. Lafdul, you're really wondering why Higgimus is asking you to appraise a chamber pot. It is quite rank in smell.
I'm not
Put
sure if
that
he's
down.
insulting me.
Hang on.
Oh god. Someone stop Braxon.
Braxon, no.
You think that's a diamond?
Braxon, whatever you think, you're saying no.
What?
Higgimus.
And he'll shake his head. And
yeah, you realize that you're holding a chamber pot, and it smells pretty awful.
Ew, gross. All right, I'll pull it down.
Throw it overboard.
You don't.
No, I don't want to do that. We're on the elves plane.
So how did someone make you think a chamber pot was a diamond?
I don't know. Maybe I have a concussion.
Took a blow to the head, that's how.
You should go lay down.
Okay, so, selling all of that.
A rose quartz gem. I had it listed on mine as 30 gil, so it's probably not going to be worth much. It's probably less than 50, whatever that item is.
Braxon's going to give Lafdul the eye.
So you go off and pawn off all the items other than the gold claw signet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll try to get as close to Lafdul's guess as possible.
Lafdul,
Yeah,
are you going off to do this to
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. What is your charisma reaction adjustment?
+3 with 15.
Okay.
Can I also use Thieves' Cant to see if he recognizes it?
He does not recognize your
Alright.
your symbol. He seems put off by your haggling attempt. And he offers you 772 in total gold pieces.
None,
You're pretty sure that's
none of us.
substantially lower than
770.
Pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you say substantially, you're saying like hundreds of gold?
How
many hundreds?
Not that many hundreds, less than 200.
Got
How
a
about
question.
865.
Okay. He grumbles a bit and says, how about 830?
850.
845, and that's it.
Yeah, I think that's alright, Higgimus.
Is that how much did all your guessing?
We're losing a bit, but not
You're
much.
always going to lose a bit because they need to sell the stuff.
I mean, I got like an extra 60-something gold out of it, so...
Alright. That's fine.
I mean, keep in mind that if something appraises at 30 gold pieces and you sell it for 30 gold pieces and the person then sells it on for 30 gold pieces, they have made absolutely no money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is there an opportunity for me to pickpocket something?
Yeah, if you want to pickpocket someone on the street. Or do you just want to roll for the, do you want to just roll for your, holy symbol and see what you get?
Holy symbol, pretty much.
Roll for the holy symbol.
Because I do need a new holy symbol.
Roll for it so it doesn't take us too much time.
How do... Oh.
Come on, we can
Tell us what
enjoy
you
one
got.
of those.
Tell us what the one was.
A belt buckle.
So is there a guy in the market with his trousers falling down?
It's like a belt buckle, like a loose... You know, it's something that's fallen off, I guess. That's the only way I could describe it.
You were passing through the market, and
belt. Yes.
You saw that one of the stall owners was distracted by another customer, and you quickly palmed a small belt buckle made of bronze.
Woohoo!
So there you go.
How much is it worth?
Coppers.
Yeah.
The copper.
Bronze.
Right. So, because you get XP based on how much it's worth.
Yeah, not for this though.
What experience point?
He got 1 XP before.
So,
So back to selling.
yeah, well, all of those items got sold off.
Okay.
So,
Does that... No, because I'd still use my current holy symbol until the next day.
yeah, because, I mean...
Yeah, it'd be the next
I'll
morning.
get pricing it out for...
Lafdul, did you want to do anything else?
He wants to... He's got his own personal things he wants to do.
Yeah?
He wants to go around to the elven temples and inquire about my religion, specifically with my temple. Are there any rumors or anything?
Visiting the various temples, elven temples,
And socializing with priests for a change, because I haven't done that in so long.
Yep, they seem a little bit confused that you would be asking about a temple to Erevan, since...
I would mention that I'm looking for a symbol to use in the phlogiston.
Yeah, an icon.
An icon. That's
They-
specifically why I'm looking.
Tell you that you would need to inquire with priests of your kind, but
Yeah.
your deity doesn't make temples.
Yeah, no, I haven't met another one of my priests in years. Multiples of years, like 5 years, maybe, probably. It's been a while. Actually, no, it hadn't been 2 years. Actually, it might have been
I mean, there are
more. Maybe
worshippers of
4.
your deity in the Thieves Guilds back on Brawl, just no priests.
Yeah, I
Sounds
might
like
be
you
a
need
priest.
to go on a quest.
I do.
We'll never find a
no,
priest.
the thing
in
is,
Caravan.
yeah, my temples are hidden, so even it might have been silly just going to a temple and asking. I would have to find a thieves guild
Would
here.
your deity have a temple on a pirate ship or something?
Yeah, most likely it will be on a ship if it's not on space. But can I go around various shops to see if I can use thief count or perusing, just restocking on food rations and stuff. Just
Okay. Occasionally, making some signs to see if anyone notices and realizes that you're looking for the Thieves Guild. Correct?
yeah.
Okay. You find that after a few stores, you do find one that the shopkeeper. He's kind of a general store supplies kind of thing. You make the discreet symbol, and he says, "Ah, yes. Looking
Raise
for,
an eyebrows at him. You mean, yes.
looking for a little side work, I
I'm
assume?
visiting.
Well, what are you in the market for? What are you looking for?
Contacts, generally. When all right, I've obviously misunderstood when I'm meant to be using this, and I'm basically just trying to look to get into contact with a thieves guild around here.
Yeah, you have.
Oh, all right.
Clearly, this guy is a member.
Is it possible to talk to a liaison, or is he a liaison? I guess.
Yeah, he would be.
All right. Is there any religious members of your group here? You said I would identify myself as a mischief maker, a priest of Everin. Being this being an elven city, they should know of it. Any being of the Thieves Guild should know of it.
Right, so you're specifically asking him that you're looking for members of your priestly order, basically.
Yeah.
He smiles and says, yes, yes, we know of a little place that you can visit. Here,
funny there was an intuition roll. If he's setting me up.
That's up for you to roleplay out to decide if he is setting you up or not. I don't like that type of roll.
Yeah. All right.
So he says to you, yes. Well, here. Go to this address. They should be able to help you out. He gives you a street address, kind of on the other side of town.
All right.
You gonna go?
Yeah.
As you're about to leave, he says, "Oh, and knock like this. I
buy something.
Knock like this." He kind of gives you a like 2 knocks, then 3 slower knocks, and then.
Hang on, I better write this down.
Yeah, go ahead.
2 slow knocks.
3 knocks, fast knocks.
Oh.
2 slower knocks. Actually, I may have mixed that up.
Hang on. 3 fast.
3 rapid knocks. 2 slow knocks. And then 3 rapid knocks again.
Alright. 3 fast, 2 slow, 3 fast.
Yeah.
That's SMS.
Yeah, probably.
In Morse code, that's SMS.
Yeah, well.
Lafdul
would buy something as a token of, thanks.
Okay,
just buy something mundane.
Right. So you purchase some new, extra basic supplies, for 7 silver pieces.
7 silver. Thank you for his time.
All right, and you head out to the address.
Yeah. Can I? I'm going to make myself look like a female elf.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, do I sound like a female elf? No, I don't.
Oh, and I was checking. You probably would not be able to disguise yourself very easily as a Giff pirate. You're a little too short.
Right.
Alright. My voice doesn't match, obviously, when I change my appearance. I would do this somewhere.
I mean, you can try and do a falsetto.
No. I want to know if my voice did actually change automatically or not, and it doesn't. So. All right. Yeah. He's gonna go as a half elf. Actually,
I mean, you have the disguise proficiency. Part of the disguise proficiency is altering your voice at least a little bit.
All right. Do half elves sound a little more grunty?
They sound
more
a little
human,
bit deeper
more bass
than normal.
Yeah, so
ones,
I'll try and do that.
Okay.
While also looking like a half elf, so I make my ears look shorter, or wherever.
Okay.
Slightly bigger and bulkier. And do half elves grow beards? Can I do that with my?
They can.
I will have a little bit of a stubble going on.
Okay.
I will change my eye color as well. No. Yeah. I'm just doing it so I don't look the same, basically.
Okay. You find yourself in an alley behind what appears to be a theater, and the door seems to open. Seems to be a back door to a theater.
How observed is this area?
The alley seems deserted. The street outside, normal traffic.
Is there an opportunity for me to cast Blessed Watchfulness on myself?
Sure.
Yeah, because that's a spell that I want to cast. Because it lasts, like, several hours, so...
Okay. And that just makes it hard for you to get be surprised?
Surprised.
Okay.
Yeah, only on a 1.
One thing that I probably should have asked, would you have shown your holy symbol to the guy at the shop?
And
indicated that it was a holy symbol? Or would not? Or would you have just stuck with Thieves' Camp?
would he... Yes, because I'm very specifically asking.
Okay.
And he would only know because my holy symbol keeps changing. If he's a follower, he would realize that.
All right, so you go to you cast your spell in the alley, and then go to the door?
Yeah.
Okay, and what do you do?
I do the following knock, the free fast, too slow, free fast.
Okay. After a moment, a panel opens in the door and says, a voice says, it's very dark inside. You know, it's bright outside even in the alley, and so you can't really see much in there other than just like the vague outline of the face. And the voice says, "Are you a follower of the Fey Jester?"
He is. He swears by Everin.
A moment later, the door opens, and an elven woman clearly in some sort of costume, theatrical costume, says, "Welcome, brother. I will lead you to a place of worship."
I'll have to change back his appearance to see if she's startled by this or not.
A wide smile crosses her face, and she says, "That is a fine trick. We could definitely use you in our troop. If you have interest."
Never be too careful. I've been away from my own kind for far too long.
Understandable. Come with me. She leads you through a couple corridors into a large, what appears to be a storage room with theatrical props. You see like fake swords, other costumes, backdrops, all sorts of things that you would expect to see in a storage facility for a theater. And comes to a back wall, and she does something that's hidden from you because she's standing between you and whatever she's doing. And
Can I tell if that's magical? Oh no, I don't have spellcraft.
And you don't have detect magic operating.
Yeah.
Hold on though. What's your detect noise?
Oh. That's a good point. I think it's at 45. Bear with me. Detect noise. Yeah, 45. Yeah, I probably... Yeah, no, I wouldn't be going around my elven chain.
Definitely heard a click.
Mm-hmm.
And then a panel on the wall slides, and you see stairs going down.
Mm-mm.
And
Remark,
if you'll just follow me.
Yeah.
Okay. She leads you down to...
Can I
Yeah?
tell that she's a mischiefmaker?
Go ahead and roll a religion proficiency check.
Because this seems a bit dubious, and it's fine if I don't even try to figure this out. Oh wow, I failed.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Wow, the one time I rely on the dice roll.
You are unsure.
Well, that's because I haven't been with my own kind for so long. That's what I'm putting it down to.
She leads you down to a large room in which there are a number of doors leading off of it, and there's a few tables set up, and there's about half a dozen other individuals. They all appear to be elves, mostly talking, chatting with each other, sitting at the table. Some are eating.
Yay, it's not an ambush. Thank God for that.
When you come in,
so sad.
she says, Friends, I have an off-world brother who wishes to worship with us this evening. At that, the rest, kind of look up and give you friendly welcomes and cheers.
I would say that I'm from realm space. I'm very far away.
And what exactly does Blessed Watchfulness do?
Yeah, I can only be surprised on the one.
Okay. Okay. You feel a tingle on the back of your neck, and you turn...
Yay.
Just as a leprechaun appears and chucks a cream pie at your face, you're able to dodge out of the way, and it slams into the wall behind you, at which everyone laughs uproariously.
Wait, can I use my ring to levitate it and fly it back at him?
No, because it's too fast. You're ducking, and it slaps into the wall behind you. And the leprechaun says, that was a nice bit of dodging there. Welcome, brother.
Yes, I can thank everyone for that.
So,
I give a good laugh at the joke.
Welcome to my
He's
temple.
completely...
We like to change things up and around a little bit as the jester wishes. But you are welcome to worship with us this evening. Is there any additional services that you wish, since you are here temporarily?
Yes. I want to inquire about getting an idol for the phlogiston.
Icon. Yes. We occasionally have some of those available.
Some.
They are quite expensive, and they take quite a bit of time to prepare. But we do happen to have 2 regular icons, 1 shrine and 1 sanctuary available if you have the coin.
Shrine, they're both the more expensive ones, aren't they? 10,000,
Yes.
15.
10,000 and 25,000.
Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. That's
What do you think, Turquoise?
Allows me to memorize spells in the phlogiston. Yeah, it's a little bit out of my price range, but yeah.
'Tis a shame, 'tis a shame.
But at least I know of this place. I mean, I can come back at some point in the future.
If we're still here.
Oh, you travel around.
Well, we are an acting troupe. We have a few different places that we visit.
Would I know if I'm allowed to know this kind of thing, generally?
Yeah, you're allowed to know this kind of thing.
I would say that I'm primarily based off of Brawl, and I work for a group known as the Company of the Broken Sword. And basically, I would like to have an idea of where I could potentially meet up with you if you have an act name that stands out. That I can search for.
When I say travel around, I mean travel around within the Elven nations here on the planet.
Oh, so somewhere on this planet at the time, yeah. Could I reference that shopkeeper? Would he happen to know where you are currently?
He may. We don't always leave directions, shall we say. But we usually make ourselves known to the locals when we arrive.
How would I be allowed to know of this, or?
But I mean, do what you did when you to find us here if you are visiting any of the other cities.
Okay. I am glad to be here for the day anyway, at least anyway.
So do you want to purchase one of those?
No, because I can't afford that.
Can't even afford the icon?
They don't even have an icon.
No, they said they have 2 icons.
Oh, they have 2. Well, I got
Now, Lafdul.
I have about 4K at most with that guild that was mentioned.
How short are you?
1,000. I mean, I'm looking through my items to see if I got something that I could generate income up
if
to.
only-
I mean, if you have other items
Only you weren't
of,
so secretive.
if you have items of that might be of use or interest to us, I mean, we're always interested in making some trades. Doesn't have to be a cash transaction.
Yeah, I'm looking through my items. I suppose spell scrolls would be something they'd be interested in.
You might be able to convince the company to purchase it for you.
Yep.
I'll also say
Yeah.
that the leprechaun himself, you are 100% sure that he is a priest.
Yeah. I'm just looking through my items. While I'm doing that, do you want to do anything with the other party members? I mean, throughout the day.
Well, I mean, you can,
like
after your worship,
I'm looking for the items. So if they want to go,
you can come back and make the offer if you want to like ask them to say, hey, I need some financial assistance to get a thing done that would help us all.
All right. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Can I come back in an hour? See.
I mean, you can come back in another. He tells you that they're not planning to leave for at least a week.
Hang on, I'm looking at a potion. Would he take... Hang on, I've got an elixir of health. I know they sell for $2,000. I was wondering if one of them would do.
Yeah, but again, keep in mind that the price that you would pay to purchase something like that is not.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying it'd be half of it, which would be 1,000, which makes up the loss.
Might not be 1,000. Just saying.
Oh, what about Filters of Love? They're fun.
They might.
All right,
I'll put it this way:
you
put together your offer, and they will tell you whether it's worth it. I'm gonna say that you're not gonna want to like say, all right, what if I do this and this? Okay, that's not enough. What about throwing this? What about throwing this? What about throwing this next? You make an offer.
Yeah, no, I say 4K and I throw in a elixir of health.
Let me rephrase. One-time offer of other items.
Oh.
So put in all the items that you're willing to do, the things that you consider it worthwhile. Again, maybe you could even bump up to the next level if you think you have enough.
No. I just want the icon.
And if the elixir, like, I mean, if that's your final offer, that's fine. They'll consider that. I'm not saying one way or the other whether that's enough or not. I'm just saying what I don't want to happen is you go in and say, here's this thing. No, that's not enough. All right, what if I put in this thing until you hit the number?
All right, I put in. I said I got 4,000, and I got a potion of diminution. I've got a potion of ESP. I have a vial of sweet water. I got 3 elixirs of health, 3 filters of love. I'm not going to mention the potions to you if I want them.
Right, hold on. So you're putting all of these in as the offer.
Yeah, well, hang on. No, because I know as a mischiefmaker, you want as much as you can get.
I want you to make the offer.
I want.
They're not. They're like it's either
there's
cash
not a right answer.
or the one. Yeah, there's no right answer here.
All right.
So basically, you go in and say, "All right, I will take the icon, and I will give you these things." And either they say yes or no. And if they say no, then you can come back with the pure cash.
All right.
You can also say, "I want
4K.
the shrine or the sanctuary for all these things." So.
Yeah, I just say the icon for now.
All right. So what are you
icon? I say 4K and 2 of 4 potions I'm offering.
Which 2?
Will... Or no, I'm offering 4 potions and then you can pick 2 of them.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you've actually got them.
I'm telling you, you make a specific offer, and they will either take it or reject it. This is not a haggle situation.
All right, I will offer them a potion of diminution. I will offer them a potion of ESP. I will offer them an elixir of health and 4K. That's just what I'm going to offer them. Wait.
Okay, I'm waiting. I haven't.
Hang on. A potion of demunation,
Mm-hmm.
a filter of love, because that's more fun, and a potion of ESP, and
so
4K.
Rather than that potion of health, the filter of love?
Yeah, the filter of love, potion of ESP, and a potion of demunation.
Okay, let's see. Give me a d20 roll. Okay. All right. The leprechaun consults with the woman who brought you down, and
I mentioned a fun story when I was on Radar, how our wizard fell madly in love, and I was able to extort a small fortune out of them. So I emphasize how useful this filter of love could be.
Leprechaun turns around.
I'm trying to sell it up a bit.
Holds out his hand and says, "You got a deal."
Oh, yahoo!
Okay, so
all right, this is gonna
4K those 3 potions, and you got an icon.
All right, let me just add in what Higgimus said on the party share, then I'll do it that way.
The icon weighs 100 pounds.
Oh God! Lafdul's like hugging this thing, just like carrying it out. It's so much. Can I have it delivered, or would I have to carry it out?
Oh yeah, they're making you carry it.
Oh well, yeah. Lovely.
So what's the
And
difference?
giggling the whole time.
Lafdul's going to be staying here and praying for at least a day.
The icon is it's heavy because in part it's metal.
I can tell it's genuine. It sounds stupid, but
yeah, as soon as you touch it, you feel the divine power within.
What's Leprechaun's name, by the way?
Oh,
and I would say what my name is, Lafdul Meanglade. Obviously introductions.
Yes. I'm trying to think of an Irishy sounding name that's not actually Irish.
Not any Mux or O'Neill or O's.
Well, no, it could have O because that's just like son of. But I'll just go with Seamus for now. It's a real Irish name, but that's what his name is, Seamus.
Seamus. Is that SHAMIS?
SEAM.
Hang on.
US.
SCE.
SEAMUS. It's like Sean, SEAN.
Alright, yeah. Hey, the things I do to get spells in the Phlogiston.
So,
sorry. I just typed it in Twitch.
Yeah, you missed an A.
I think you could have done a lot less.
So the icon is designed. It has a number of panels that depict Erevan's adventures.
Quicksilver.
And one of the interesting things about this is that it is specifically designed. It's a very mechanical contraption because it is designed to be changed in, as far as you can tell, an uncountable number of ways.
Oh, fun!
Oh, wow!
Lafdul likes fun things. Oh, so I have to change it each time I want to store spells, basically.
Yes, he says that anytime you pray to it, you have to change it, and that will take a turn.
Is it like a Rubik Cube or something?
Kind of, but I mean more like a puzzle.
Right.
has lots
It's
of
just
moving
one-
parts and sliding parts and arms.
It's just
and
one
things.
big puzzle box.
Yeah, Lafdul's got his own entertainment system.
And yeah, it does close down into a rectangular box.
Lafdul size, it doesn't fit in my pouch. It's awkward. Oh, funny how I prepared I'm... Hang on, how long am I staying here for this? Because obviously I'm praying here for the... I would have said that I would have been here overnight.
Oh, you're staying with them overnight?
If they will allow it.
Oh yeah, I got no problem with that.
That way I can take lights and toad.
You could have just brought one of us with you and got us to carry it.
I don't think he's allowed to bring Ockar.
No.
Taking a paladin somewhere like this seems like the worst idea.
Yeah, the paladin will be stripped of everything he owns.
So the next morning you're going to cast Light and Load?
Yeah.
As you begin casting the spell,
a
a cream pie hits you in the back of the head, disrupting the spell.
I would probably
and Seamus
that into
is
account.
laughing uproariously as you lose the spell.
I will cast another spell.
More pies!
So you were expecting a pie from Seamus.
Oh no, not more than one.
Two
Not
pies
just
come in from different directions than you were expecting and hit you in the face.
One way or another,
Disrupting
Lafdul's
the spell.
Dude, you may as well just carry it or drag it out.
Can I... am I allowed to choose spell? Would I have had to have said that I would have prepared the spells ahead of time?
At this point, like I'm willing to give you a leeway on saying that you took two, but
Yeah,
alright, that's it.
Not more. Not more. Good luck, dude.
Yeah,
Can you-
quite literally.
Can you change yourself into a horse or something?
I don't think an alter self gives me any strength bonuses or anything.
No, it probably doesn't.
Hmm.
Well, can't you
Bitch.
drag it?
If only I memorized Draw Upon Holy Might, and then I'll be enfeebled in the middle of town.
Just start pushing it and dragging it and whatever you can do to move
That
it.
would be disrespectful.
I mean, your
It'd be
max
hilarious.
press is 170. You can carry this.
Just about. I'm heavily... No, I'm severely encumbered.
Yeah,
Just do
you can
it.
do it.
Do it. Do it.
Lafdul's channeling his inner Higgimus. I am so glad Higgimus is not here to see this. He's going to attempt to subtly arrive on the ship. I don't think he can with this.
Well, as you're making your way back to the ship, an elf with a cart says, "That looks awfully heavy.
10 gold,
Would
let me
you
a car.
like a
10
ride
gold,
somewhere?"
Give me that car. 10 gold, give me a car.
I'm not going to give you the
Yes,
cart, but
yes.
for 10 gold,
No,
I'll
no,
certainly
yeah.
take you somewhere.
Yeah, to the docks, where my dock is shipped.
Huh?
You mean where your ship is docked?
Ship is
this up.
docked, yes. I'm talking fast because I'm flabbergasted.
Load that up and hop on board. I'll take the 10 gold first, of course.
Yes, I give you 10 gold. I'm down even more gold here.
You're unhaggling. You're haggling
I
for
don't-
the
You're
other
losing
side.
money on this deal.
I want this thing.
I mean, considering
I
that
don't
you,
think
you,
the guy
you
was
just
gonna charge you
started
10 gold.
off with 10 gold, it's like,
No, yeah, I know.
of course he's going to take that.
Lafdul considers how much he spent on this. 10 gold's nothing.
You arrive back at the ship the next day, lugging an extremely heavy metal object.
Lafdul is
Higgimus is
shouting
apparently
people
out
outside.
somewhere doing some.
I think the rest
some
of us would have been
shopping
sending
for
out
the
search
vessel.
parties.
No, I mean he would have been back to the ship to collect his cash anyway, so he would have told you that he was staying
Right,
somewhere.
okay, fair
overnight.
enough.
Mm-hmm.
But Higgimus is not around. He's off doing some
I'm glad.
shopping
Gathering
for
new crew.
the ship, so that he can't
New crew.
help you.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You
I-
see
I
that the Ockar's around, he'll come help you.
Braxon will help you for 10 gold.
You don't know that I've paid 10 gold.
I'll help you.
I'm joking.
Ockar will help you for free.
I don't think I want Ockar touching it. No offense.
Oh,
not?
wow.
Why
Wow.
not? You think
Not
my
that I wouldn't say that openly, but I would. No, Lafdul would be carrying this himself. He'd be struggling, but he'd be carrying it.
Why not? You
Brax-
think my paladin powers might mess it up?
Something like that.
Braxon
Maybe like
would offer
sacrilege
to help.
I mean, your max
Braxon would offer to
your
help.
max press is 170. This thing only weighs 100. You're fine.
You
Ockar's,
say that as I'm walking very, very slowly.
Ockar's ooey gooey goodness might get all over it.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm just
so
saying,
you get it
I
into
can easily carry it 100 pounds.
you get it into your
Room.
your quarters. So the maximum spell level that you can receive from that is 3rd level. The maximum number of spell levels that you can receive is 50.
Wow.
Is it currently charged? Or?
It is currently fully charged. So, in other words, basically
It's an
over the
icon,
course
sorry.
it's an icon, for Erevan Illicir. So that means that over the course of a trip in the Phlogiston, you can get 16 spells, 16 3rd level spells.
Old.
Mhm.
Did you say that people got 1st and 2nd level spells from their own faith?
Yeah.
So he only needs it for 3rd level spells anyway.
Correct.
It's going to take me a while before I get to 4th level spells anyway, so...
And it recharges 5 spell levels per day when it has access to your deity. So in other words, if you use it in this sphere, it will recharge up to 5 spell levels per day, and you are going to need to keep track of this. So that means 10 days to fully recharge it if it's completely drained.
Yeah, so
if we go somewhere where his deity isn't present, can he cast the contact home power spell on the icon?
Nope.
Nope.
But
No.
contact home power works anyway. I mean, you don't need it.
Yeah, I can channel it. I'm like a conduit.
It's just that it won't recharge and it won't be fully charged up if you return to the Phlogiston.
Yeah.
So is there anything that he could get later on that could do higher level spells?
Yeah, he could have gotten the
Yeah.
Shrine for 10,000 or the Sanctuary for 25,000.
Yeah, they cost a small arm. I wasn't going to ask the part. This is a personal thing.
Well,
I mean, yeah,
now
I
you have
knew
something to
what
save
all
up
those
your
things
money
about,
for.
but-
Braxon
No, I
would
just
have
want to make sure I got money for when I go back to the Thieves Guild back on Brawl.
Or exchange some magic items.
Yeah.
I just finished calculating my gold. I have like 1,000 right now.
Braxon would have helped you. You helped Braxon.
Okay.
No, this is personal.
It is about
Awful.
time to take our break. When we get back from the break, do we want to do item identification?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Higgimus would replenish the crew members that we lost.
Yeah, you'll have to do that at a different town.
Yeah, we've
Oh,
got someone else to
can
do
You
that.
can't do that here.
These elves like living on their planet.
Well, that and,
Alright.
I mean, elven crew are would be a bit costlier for you,
Oh, okay.
but you can get human crew at a human town. That's what most of your crew, that's what your crew are right now. So.
Okay.
All right, so we'll take our break. Be back in about 10 minutes or so, and we'll see what they can determine from the items that they have discovered. So, see you guys in about 10.